Welcome to The Explainer. What if every single challenge, every joy, every person you've ever met, what if it was all part of a detailed plan you created before you were even born? Today, we're diving into a guide that explores that very idea. We're looking at a pretty wild philosophy that suggests you are so much more powerful than you've ever imagined. The basic idea is that everything in your life, the good, the bad, all of it, you chose it for a very specific reason. So to really get our heads around this, we have to start way before the beginning. Your story doesn't actually kick off with your first breath. Nope, it starts long before that, in a place some people call the spirit side. Okay, get this. Before you ever came to Earth, your soul basically sat down and planned out your entire life. And I don't just mean the big moments. We're talking about everything. Every single challenge being a lesson you chose. That means you literally have a contract with every soul you meet, from your parents to a random stranger you only see for a second. And this pre-life planning session is, well, it's incredibly detailed. First, your soul looks over its past lives. Then, it picks out the lessons it still needs to master. After that, it makes those contracts with other souls who've agreed to help you learn. And then comes the final, most important step. You agree to forget all of it the moment you're born. You have to, right? Otherwise, the test wouldn't be real. So, the plan is set, the contracts are all signed, and you enter the ultimate classroom, planet Earth. But that makes you wonder, right? Why on earth would anyone sign up for what's known to be such a difficult school? And here's the answer. It's brilliant, really. On the spirit side, learning is just theoretical. It's like reading about something in a textbook. You can understand the concept of jealousy or love, but you can't feel it. Earth is the hands-on lab. This is where you get completely immersed in emotion, which means you learn things way, way faster. Now, every school has a core principle, and here on Earth, it's karma. But you gotta forget everything you think you know about that word. This isn't about punishment for being bad. Not at all. It's just a perfect impartial law of balance. It's a system that makes sure your soul gets to experience every single side of every coin so you can achieve total understanding. And the curriculum here, it's huge. The whole goal is complete and total comprehension. That means your soul signs up for, well, everything. We're talking about living as both male and female, rich and poor, every race. But the system of balance goes even deeper. It means you have to understand what it's like to be the victim and, in another lifetime, what it's like to be the one who causes the harm. It's an all-in education and empathy, from every angle you could possibly imagine. Okay, this all sounds incredibly tough, I know. But here's a really crucial piece of the puzzle. Even in this super difficult school, with this intense curriculum, and the fact that you've forgotten the plan, you're never, ever left to figure it out by yourself. Every single person walking the planet has at least one guide. Think of them as a spiritual teacher, who is with them from the moment they're born until the moment they die. But there's a catch. There's a universal law they have to follow. They absolutely cannot interfere with your free will. If you want their help, you have to ask for it. And that, of course, brings up the big question, the one everybody asks when they start exploring this idea. How do you know if that little voice, that gut feeling, is really your guide, or if it's just you making stuff up in your own head? The key, it seems, is to quiet the conscious mind. Think of it like tuning an old-school radio. The constant static of our daily thoughts and worries can easily drown out the much more subtle signal from our guides. But through things like meditation, you learn to turn down that static and tune into the quieter frequency. That's when your intuition, your guide's voice, starts to come through loud and clear. Now, this guidance isn't just for our own personal lessons. It's also about helping all of us navigate something much, much bigger. So let's zoom out for a second, from the individual soul's journey to a massive shift that's supposedly happening for the entire planet. According to this philosophy, we are right in the middle of a monumental transition. The idea is that the Earth itself is actually evolving, and it's splitting into two different vibrational realities. You've got the old Earth, which continues that heavy cycle of fear and karma, and then you have the new Earth, a reality that's based entirely on love and harmony. So how does a planet make a shift like this? Well, according to this work, it gets help. Souls who had already graduated from the Earth School actually volunteered to come back. They came in 3 distinct waves, each with a different job to do. From the pioneers after World War II who just felt like they didn't belong here, to the energy antennas of the 70s and 80s, all of them paving the way for a new kind of consciousness. And all of this, the contracts, the lessons, the volunteers, the shift, It all leads to the ultimate lesson. This is the final exam of Earth School. It's the whole reason for the entire experience, to remember and to reclaim your own incredible power to create. You know, one of the most direct ways we can see this power in action is through our own bodies. Your body is this incredibly smart communication system. It's not designed to just break down. It's actually speaking to you, using physical symptoms to give you messages, to show you where your thoughts or your life path might be a little out of sync. So what is your body trying to tell you? Let's look at some of these translations. That nagging back pain? It could be your body saying you're carrying emotional burdens that aren't yours to carry. Trouble with your knees or hips? Maybe that's a physical sign that you're afraid to take that next big step in life. When you learn to speak this language, you can start healing the real root cause of the problem using your own mind. So what's the final step? How do you really move into this new earth and take back your power? It all comes down to letting go of the old world's baggage. And to do that, you have to release two main things: karma and fear. You release karma by truly forgiving everyone, and that includes yourself. And you release fear by making a conscious choice again and again to choose love instead. At the end of the day, this whole philosophy is about one thing: shifting your perspective from being a victim of your circumstances to realizing you are the conscious creator of your reality. It's a reminder that you are the producer, you are the director, and you are the lead actor in your own play. Which leaves just one profound question: what will you create next?